Hey, how's it going? And I recently put together a cheap PC in this Cougar Trofeo case. This case is pretty, it was only about 40 bucks, and it was definitely a good value option if you're looking for a mid-tower ATX case. For the most part, it's built pretty well. It's got a sort of fake brushed aluminum or stainless steel front panel. It's got a very interesting, especially for this price point, hinged tempered glass side panel. It's always come in handy. And lots of room for cable management and fans. It supports 320 millimeter and 140 millimeter fans up front. It supports two SSD or 2.5 inch drives up here. Nice little vented power supply shroud. Lots of room for cables, and yeah, overall this is a really nicely built case. I was really surprised. It was a really good value proposition, especially for about 40 bucks. All right, now taking a look at the other side, it reveals the only intake on this front panel. Just a little slit on the side here that really only gets fresh air to the bottom two fans, unfortunately. Even though it does support 3 fans, I wouldn't really recommend filling all those up. But it does do a pretty good job at providing airflow to it. This case is targeted towards gamers, as you know, for real gear for real gamers, marketing nonsense. But unfortunately, it's not really the most ideal situation for airflow. Although the case does look pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. Now, front I/O is pretty decent. It's got 2 USB 3.0 ports, 1 USB 2.0 port, standard headphone and microphone jack, power button, and reset button. Both of these are pretty clicky and overall really nice. It's also got a removable dust filter up here, which is always quite nice to have. Although it's pretty standard on a lot of these cheaper cases. Oh yeah, and I did forget to mention it does come pre-installed with one 120 millimeter fan in the rear, although I did install, just to help with the airflow, 2 120 millimeter fans up front. All right, now so let's open the back here and take a look at what else this case has to offer. So, as far as cable management goes, it's actually pretty decent. There's a lot of little tie downs for cable ties. There's room for 2 more SSDs back here, or 2.5 inch drives. There's an actual little caddy that goes over here that you can place an SSD. And there's a pretty large hole to gain access to your motherboard if you're installing a CPU cooler. Although, if you see here, it does cover it up a bit, so maybe not all coolers are compatible. But for the most part, it's pretty decent. There's a ton of room at the bottom of here for hiding your cables, and there's 2 3.5 inch drive bays. Both of these are populated. I just got one 3.5 inch drive bay and then another SSD because my SATA power cables were not long enough. But overall, I actually really like this case. I picked this up for a cheap build for 40 bucks, and it normally is, that was on sale. Normally goes for about 45 bucks plus shipping. And at that price point, it's actually a really good value. I picked this up because I like the front panel. Looks pretty cool, as well as the this sliding door. This is pretty rare to see, especially in a case this cheap. If I can pull this off here, and it's actually a really nice design here. You can lift this and take this off. I'm not gonna do that right now, but as far as accessing your case goes, it's actually a really good design. There's a lot of clean solutions for cable management, and overall, this is a very well thought out, budget oriented case, and honestly, I highly recommend it. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. Let me know what your thoughts on this case, and if you're thinking about picking it up. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hope you guys have a good one.